In this video, I'm going to be replacing the infotainment screen in my 2015 Mazda 3. First, I disconnect the negative terminal on my battery. Open the glove box and use a trim removal tool to remove the vents and trim piece. With the vents removed, you'll need to disconnect the hazard switch connector as shown. With the vents moved aside, use a 10mm socket to remove the bolt holding the radio in place. If you drop the bolt, don't worry, there is a little shelf that it will fall into. You'll then pull the infotainment screen and bezel straight out. With the radio pulled out, remove the 4 screws to separate the screen from the radio. With the 4 screws removed, disconnect the 2 connectors on the back of the screen. Moving to a soft workspace, remove another set of 4 screws to separate the screen from the bezel. With the screen laying on a soft flat surface, remove yet another set of 4 screws holding the bracket to the screen. With the screws removed, use a small screwdriver to release the tabs on the side of the bracket. Next, you'll need to remove the ribbon cable from the PCB. To do this, gently move the white locking tab down away from the connector. Using a small plastic pick can help out. With the locking tab loosened, the ribbon cable can now be pulled out of the connector. The broken screen can now be removed. Do not touch the radio screen with your bare hands. To remove the broken digitizer screen from the plastic trim, you'll need to loosen the adhesive with either a heat gun or, in my case, hot water. I left the screen in the hot water for about 5 minutes before separating the two. After removing the screen, I put the trim piece back in the hot water to soften the adhesive. The next part, removing the old adhesive, took a while. I used a sharp blade to scrape the majority off. When the trim piece was cleaned off, it was time to reassemble. The new digitizer screen had two pieces of protective plastic, one on the back and one on the front. I removed the one on the back, but left the one on the front off till the very end. It is also helpful to wear gloves at this stage to avoid fingerprints from getting onto any screens. Feed the ribbon cable through the slot on the bottom of the trim piece before mating the screen to the trim piece. Assemble the digitizer screen with the radio screen and connect the ribbon cable. Once inserted, press the locking tab back into place to secure the ribbon cable. Snap the bracket back into place and secure with 4 screws. Next, you'll insert the radio hardware into the dash bezel before heading back into the car. Connect the 2 wiring harnesses back and then tighten the 4 screws to secure the screen to the radio. Insert the radio back into the dash. Install the 10mm bolt to secure everything. And before installing the vents, make sure to reinstall the hazard switch connector. Push the vents into place. With the trim pieces installed, reconnect the battery using a 10mm wrench. Test out the new screen. The screen looks and works great. Thank you for watching.